Hi friends, I'm back here again with you. And this is the second part of my playlist, that is your team building and entrepreneurship. In the last video, I told you the story of a hare and tortoise. So basic aim was that if you have one kind of a skill, look for the other guys who have other kinds of skills and make them together, synergize your effort with somebody else and try to be, both of you can be the winners in this. So with that particular thing in mind, I will take this further to give you a few examples of entrepreneurships and teams which have done very good in this digitized world. As I told you that because of the digitization in this world, you don't need very big investment. You don't need very big manpower requirement is not there. Thereafter, you also don't need very infrastructure requirements. You can start your business with a minimal manpower, minimal investments and almost no infrastructure at all. So I give you example. There are things like Oyo. Oyo Hotels today is a name to reckon with. It's a world famous chain today with no assets at all. How did it come into being? For Oyo, one didn't have to be somebody MBA from a big Ivy League university or something. This is a story of a young boy from a tier 3 city and boy who belongs to a lower middle class family. He says, it is in his own words, he said, when we were small, we also had thoughts that we should go for a vacation every summers. So we told our parents, okay, listen, we want to go for a holiday. But parents, being from a lower middle class society, could not afford a holiday to exotic places. So the consensus were drawn that we'll go for pilgrimage. We'll go to Haridwar, we'll go to Varanasi, we'll go to Prayag and places like that. So this boy says, his family went out. So the moment they got down from the railway station or got down from the bus, they would look for hotels. So that was a constant exercise which had to be done every time. So this small town boy had this fixation in his mind. So once he grew, finished his 12th class, came to college, he started thinking about it. So he used the power of internet, developed an app and started getting all the hoteliers on board and the customers on board. So the service provided and service taker, they were brought together by him and today just see how they are developed. They have a full-fledged sort of a business which is earning millions of dollars. So if he could do it, why can't you? Similarly, take the case of Zomato, Swiggy. They are basically delivering food at your home from restaurants. Somebody is providing the service, somebody is taking the service. So they made the apps and they picked up the guys who were without work, who had nothing to do, no job, nothing, looking for a job, but they used to move around on bikes. I mean, just whiling away their time. He got hold of them together. He said, okay, you become delivery boys. And they're paid for this. And these guys take their commission from that. So they also became a big time thing. Thereafter, likewise, there are numerous examples. Trivago is there, Ola Uber is there. Now this Ola Uber, of course, is a foreign firm. But then let me tell you the story of a boy in my own hometown. Like it is a tourist spot. So what used to happen is, once somebody lands there, he says, where is the taxis? Taxis are very hard to find. And then you ask a customer, he says, we don't get taxis. You ask a driver, he says, we don't get people. So rates were exorbitantly high. So this boy again made an app, brought both of them on the same platform and on the lines of Ola Uber, starting his own business. So this is how the thing carries on. And this is how you can be entrepreneur or build your own team and make a good business for yourself. And not only that, take the example of Nokia. Once the advent of mobiles came in India, Nokia was one of the top companies. But then Nokia thought they were not modernizing, they were not innovating, they were not taking the keeping a watch on the market. As a result, Samsung overtook and Nokia was wiped out. And today Nokia is struggling to come back. But even see, now the present scenario of mobiles, everybody says that mobile sales have gone down. There is a recession in the market. But look at some online companies like Flipkart. They have recorded fantastic amount of profits in mobiles. So these innovations you have to keep in your mind always and every time. Not only this, I'll tell you a case of another entrepreneur. You all know every city in India has gotten certain hi-fi malls, and there are small markets which we call chindi markets, which are stuff which is on the footpaths, and they're sold very, very cheap. So these guys have picked up certain selective items and started selling them online for higher prices. So that becomes a business. So this kind of entrepreneurship, you have to go in for a new idea, or even if it is not a new idea, if it is an older idea which is already existing somewhere else, so you can start doing in your own city. So this kind of a thing will take you way ahead. So I again said that you have a skill, you have a scope in this digitized world with the help of internet, and now 5G would be coming very soon. It will be even easier because they'll be doing much bigger things. So your smaller things as far as connection is concerned, it is connecting the people who need a service and the people who can give the service. Now this could be any service. So if you can do that, that will be great for you. So if you want consultations with me, please see my YouTube channel, Brigadier Guides You, or open www.brigadierguidesyou.com. Thank you very much and happy ending. Bye-bye.